Reflecting on the past year is the first step toward a brighter future. Take a moment to celebrate your wins and, equally important, analyze your setbacks. What worked? What didn't? This reflection gives you clarity on what you truly want to achieve in 2025. Remember, failure is just a lesson in disguise. By understanding both the highs and lows, you can build a stronger, more focused approach moving forward. In this article, we'll cover how to set clear goals, embrace a growth mindset, prioritize health, and build strong relationships to make 2025 your best year yet. Stay tuned. 2. Set clear and actionable goals for 2025, building on the reflection of the past year. The next step in making 2025 your best year is setting clear and actionable goals. It's easy to dream about a better future, but without well-defined steps, dreams often remain just that, dreams. When you sit down and think about your goals for the year ahead, be sure they are specific, measurable, and realistic. Break them down into smaller, manageable tasks so you can track progress and stay motivated. Powerful story comes to mind. Sarah, a woman in her mid-30s, had spent years working in a job she didn't love. Every year, she would promise herself she'd change careers or start a side hustle. But the vague promises never turned into action. After reflecting on the past year, she realized she had been stuck in the same place because her goals were too broad. They lacked clarity and actionable steps. So, in 2025, she decided to take a new approach. She sat down with a notebook and broke down her dream career switch into specific goals. She set deadlines for acquiring new skills, reaching out to mentors, and applying to new jobs. Her big goal was no longer just get a new job. Instead, it became take an online course in digital marketing by March, update my resume by April, and apply to 5 jobs every week. These small, actionable goals created a clear path forward. What made Sarah's approach work was the commitment to break her dreams into actionable steps. This made them less overwhelming and more achievable. When we set vague goals like, I want to get fit, or I want to make more money, it's easy to become discouraged when results don't appear overnight. But when we focus on actionable steps, we can take consistent, small actions that build momentum. This is the key to long-term success. Start by asking yourself, what do I want to accomplish this year? Write down the answers. Then, make each of those goals as specific as possible. Instead of saying, I want to be healthier, say, I will eat 2 servings of vegetables every day, or I will work out 3 times a week. The clearer your goals, the more likely you are to follow through. Another crucial part of goal setting is aligning them with your core values. Are your goals in harmony with the life you want to live? If not, don't be afraid to adjust them. If you find that your goals are centered around things that won't bring you joy or fulfillment, it's time to reframe them. Whether it's financial independence, better health, or improving relationships, ensure your goals align with the kind of person you want to become. Lastly, remember that goals should be flexible. Life will throw challenges at you, and things won't always go as planned. If something unexpected happens, it's okay to adjust. Flexibility will help you avoid frustration and disappointment while keeping you on track. In conclusion, setting actionable, clear, and aligned goals will set the foundation for your best year ever. Whether you're aiming for personal growth, career advancement, or health improvement, having well-defined goals gives you the direction and drive to make 2025 a year of transformation. Just remember, the key to success is consistency, flexibility, and commitment. Now, take out that pen and paper. 2025 awaits. 3. Cultivate a positive and growth-oriented mindset after setting clear and actionable goals. The next step in making 2025 your best year is to cultivate a positive and growth-oriented mindset. While goals provide direction, it's your mindset that fuels your journey toward success. A growth-oriented mindset helps you stay resilient in the face of challenges, encourages continuous learning, and allows you to embrace setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. Imagine you're driving towards a destination. Your goals are the road signs guiding you, but it's your mindset that's the engine propelling you forward. Without it, no matter how clearly defined your path is, you'll find yourself stuck in the mud when challenges arise. A growth mindset isn't just about positive thinking. It's about seeing every experience, even failure, as a chance to learn, adapt, and improve. Let's take the story of Mark, a young entrepreneur who faced a rough start in 2024. He launched a tech startup with high hopes, but soon realized the challenges of entrepreneurship were overwhelming. His app faced multiple technical setbacks, his marketing campaign didn't bring in the expected results, and his investors were starting to lose confidence. It would have been easy for Mark to give up, to say that the venture wasn't meant to be. But Mark didn't see these setbacks as failures. Instead, he viewed each issue as a lesson, a stepping stone. He took the time to reflect, tweak his marketing strategies, and invested in further learning to improve his tech knowledge. Most importantly, he stayed resilient, choosing to focus on progress rather than perfection. By the end of 2024, Mark didn't just have a successful startup. He had a stronger, more adaptable mindset, one that could withstand the ups and downs of business. His journey wasn't easy, but it was a testament to the power of a growth-oriented mindset. A growth mindset isn't only about persevering in the face of challenges. It's about being open to new experiences, feedback, and learning opportunities. When you're constantly learning, you're growing. This is what separates those who settle for the status quo from those who reach their full potential. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity rather than a setback. Each time something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This simple shift in perspective will transform how you approach both small obstacles and big challenges. Additionally, practicing gratitude can dramatically enhance your mindset. Take time daily to reflect on the positive aspects of your life, whether big or small. Whether it's being thankful for your health, your job, or even the small victories you achieve along the way, gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what you already have. This will help maintain a positive attitude throughout the year, no matter the circumstances. Lastly, surround yourself with people who share a growth mindset. The people you associate with have a significant impact on your mental state and outlook on life. Choose friends, mentors, or colleagues who inspire, motivate, and challenge you to grow. Their positive energy will push you to be the best version of yourself. In conclusion, cultivating a positive and growth-oriented mindset is crucial for making 2025 your best year. With the right mindset, setbacks become opportunities for growth, challenges become stepping stones, and your goals become not just attainable but inevitable. As you move forward in the new year, remember, it's not just about what you achieve, it's about who you become in the process. Stay resilient, embrace the journey, and make 2025 a year of transformation. 4. Prioritize self-care and mental well-being. Building on the foundation of a positive and growth-oriented mindset, one of the most essential steps in making 2025 your best year is to prioritize self-care and mental well-being. It's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of achieving your goals, striving for success, and meeting the demands of everyday life. However, without taking care of your mental and physical health, no goal, no matter how big or small, can be fully realized. Think of your mind and body as a car. No matter how sleek and powerful the engine is, if the car doesn't receive regular maintenance, it will eventually break down. Similarly, your mind and body need nurturing to operate at their best. Self-care isn't just about bubble baths and pampering. It's about setting boundaries, reducing stress, and creating a sustainable routine that nurtures your mental and emotional health. Take the story of Sarah, a 32-year-old marketing professional, as an example. In the early months of 2024, Sarah was determined to get promoted at work. She worked tirelessly, often skipping meals, sacrificing sleep, and isolating herself from friends and family. Her focus on achieving her professional goals took precedence over everything, and while she achieved success at work, her personal life began to suffer. She became emotionally drained, disconnected, and eventually her mental health began to decline. Sarah found herself unable to find joy in her accomplishments. It wasn't until a close friend pointed out the obvious signs of burnout that Sarah took a step back and realized she had neglected one of the most crucial parts of success: her well-being. From that moment on, Sarah made it her mission to prioritize her mental health. She began practicing mindfulness, taking time to meditate daily, and setting clear work-life boundaries. She also committed to getting enough sleep and making time for activities that brought her joy, like painting and spending quality time with loved ones. Within months, Sarah's outlook on life completely shifted. Her energy levels increased, and she found herself more focused at work. Most importantly, she rediscovered her sense of balance and happiness. Sarah's journey taught her that success is not just about professional achievements. It's about living a balanced and fulfilling life, where both mental and physical health are at the core. When it comes to self-care, it's important to recognize that everyone's needs are different. For some, this could mean engaging in regular physical activity, whether it's yoga, running, or going to the gym, to release stress and boost mood. For others, it could be about nurturing their social connections or engaging in creative activities that allow their minds to unwind. The key is to find what works best for you and make it a consistent part of your routine. Mental health is equally important. Taking time to reflect on your thoughts, seeking professional help when needed, and practicing mindfulness or journaling can significantly improve your emotional resilience. In a world where hustle culture often promotes constant work and productivity, it's easy to forget that taking breaks and slowing down is essential. Your mind needs space to process, recharge, and reset in order to perform at its best. Moreover, taking care of your mental well-being can improve your decision-making, emotional intelligence, and ability to stay calm under pressure, traits that are essential in both personal and professional life. As you work toward making 2025 your best year, remember that success is not a race, and your journey is just as important as the destination. Prioritize your self-care, make mental well-being a non-negotiable part of your routine, and embrace the positive ripple effect it will have on every area of your life. Because when you are well cared for, your productivity, happiness, and overall satisfaction in life will soar. 5. Set boundaries and learn to say no. Building upon the importance of prioritizing self-care and mental well-being, another crucial step in making 2025 your best year is to set boundaries and learn to say no. While it might seem like a simple act, the ability to assert your boundaries is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. It helps you preserve your time, energy, and emotional space for what truly matters, and prevents you from becoming overwhelmed by the demands of others. Too often, we find ourselves overcommit and stretched thin because we struggle with saying no. Whether it's agreeing to take on extra tasks at work, attending events we don't want to go to, or letting others impose on our time and energy, we sometimes forget that saying yes to everything means saying no to ourselves. This is not selfishness. It's self-preservation. Let me share a story of Emily, a 28-year-old woman who had always been the go-to person for everyone in her life. From taking on extra projects at work to volunteering for every committee, she never turned anyone down. Emily believed that saying yes made her more liked, more successful, and more valuable to others. But as time went on, Emily began to feel increasingly exhausted, stressed, and overwhelmed. She was giving so much of herself to others that she had little energy left for herself. Her relationships with friends and family began to suffer because she didn't have the time or emotional capacity to nurture them properly. Her work, despite her best efforts, began to slip because she was spread too thin. One day, Emily had an epiphany after a conversation with her therapist. She realized that her constant need to please others and take on more tasks was rooted in her fear of disappointing people. She wanted to be seen as dependable and accommodating, but in doing so, she was neglecting her own health, happiness, and dreams. That's when Emily made a decision to change. She started small, setting boundaries by saying no to small requests that didn't align with her values or goals. She became comfortable with the idea that her no was a statement of self-respect, not selfishness. Over time, Emily learned to assert her boundaries more confidently. She stopped volunteering for everything and started prioritizing the activities that truly mattered to her. She learned to protect her time and energy, making sure that each commitment aligned with her long-term vision for life. As a result, Emily felt more in control of her life. She regained her focus, felt less stressed, and started cultivating healthier relationships with those around her. The power of setting boundaries is not just about saying no to others, it's about saying yes to yourself. When you learn to prioritize your own needs, desires, and well-being, you create the space to truly thrive. Boundaries give you the emotional and mental clarity to focus on your goals and avoid unnecessary distractions. In 2025, Learn to recognize your limits and practice saying no without guilt. You don't have to explain yourself or feel bad for choosing what's best for you. Saying no allows you to protect your time, energy, and resources, ensuring that you can invest in the things that truly matter. By embracing this skill, you'll not only improve your personal and professional life, but you'll also discover a deeper sense of inner peace and empowerment. 6. Cultivate gratitude daily. Following the practice of setting boundaries and prioritizing your well-being, one of the most powerful ways to truly transform your life and make 2025 your best year yet is by cultivating a daily practice of gratitude. It may sound simple, but when embraced consistently, gratitude has the ability to reshape your entire outlook on life, bringing joy and fulfillment even in the most challenging moments. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you when something good happens. It's about shifting your perspective to focus on what's working in your life rather than what's not. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos and the endless to-do lists, but when we train our minds to notice the good, we begin to experience life in a richer, more positive way. Take Sarah, for example. A few years ago, Sarah was stuck in a rut. She had a great job, supportive friends, and a loving family, but she always seemed to be looking for something more. She'd spend her days complaining about the things that weren't going right, whether it was a frustrating project at work, a misunderstanding with a friend, or a failed attempt at something she wanted to achieve. She was constantly chasing the next big thing, convinced that happiness lay in future accomplishments. But despite all the external achievements, she still felt unfulfilled. One evening, during a conversation with a close friend, Sarah was introduced to the power of gratitude. Her friend suggested that she start a gratitude journal. At first, Sarah was skeptical. How could writing down 3 things she was grateful for each day really change her mindset? But her friend shared how gratitude had transformed her own life, and Sarah decided to give it a try. That first night, Sarah sat down and wrote, "I'm grateful for the warm cup of tea I had this morning, the smile from a stranger on my way to work, and the love of my family." It felt trivial at first, but Sarah kept at it, jotting down new things every day. Over time, she began to notice subtle shifts in her perspective. She became more aware of the small joys, those moments that had once gone unnoticed, like the comforting sound of rain on the roof, the smell of her favorite flowers, or the simple pleasure of a good book. As Sarah continued her practice of gratitude, she found that she began to appreciate her life more deeply. She no longer focused so much on what was missing or what had gone wrong. Instead, she became more attuned to the abundance that already existed in her life. Gratitude became her lens, and it transformed how she experienced both the ordinary and extraordinary moments. Sarah's story is a testament to how powerful gratitude can be. It shifts your energy from a place of scarcity to one of abundance. When you focus on what you're grateful for, your mind starts to seek out more things to be thankful for, creating a positive cycle that elevates your life. Gratitude also increases resilience, helping you bounce back from setbacks faster and more effectively. Instead of dwelling on challenges, you'll find yourself better equipped to face them with a sense of calm and confidence. In 2025, commit to making gratitude a daily practice. Whether it's journaling, meditating, or simply taking a moment each day to reflect on the positives, this practice will ground you, bringing more peace, contentment, and happiness into your life. As you train yourself to focus on the good, you'll discover that the universe has a way of giving you more of the very things you appreciate most. So, embrace gratitude and watch how it transforms your life. 7. Embrace failure as a stepping stone. As we've discussed, cultivating gratitude can completely shift your mindset, bringing positivity into your life. But there's one more crucial step in making 2025 your best year yet. Embracing failure, not as something to fear, but as a stepping stone to success. Many people avoid taking risks or pursuing their dreams because they're afraid of failing. But what if I told you that failure could be the very thing that propels you toward your ultimate success? Let's talk about Emily. She's someone who embodies the spirit of overcoming failure, and her story is a powerful reminder that setbacks don't define you, they refine you. Emily had always dreamed of starting her own business, but she had a long list of reasons why it might not work. She had no formal business education, limited capital, and feared rejection. For years, she convinced herself to play it safe, focusing on a stable job that paid the bills but left her unfulfilled. Then, one day, Emily experienced a moment of clarity. She had been reading about successful entrepreneurs who had failed multiple times before finally achieving their goals. It was in those failures that they had learned the most valuable lessons. That realization was the spark she needed to take her first step toward her dream. She finally decided to start her own business, despite the risks. In her first year, Emily faced numerous challenges. She encountered unexpected financial hurdles, dealt with customer complaints, and made mistakes that cost her time and money. It was tough, and she often felt like quitting. But each failure taught her something valuable: how to better manage her finances, how to fine-tune her marketing strategy, and how to adapt to the ever-changing needs of her customers. Instead of seeing failure as something to be ashamed of, Emily began to see it as a natural part of her growth. She celebrated each mistake, knowing it was a lesson that would take her one step closer to her vision. With this new mindset, her business began to thrive. It wasn't because she was immune to failure. It was because she learned to embrace it, to grow from it, and to keep moving forward. So, why do we fear failure so much? Society often tells us that failure is something to be avoided at all costs, but this mindset only holds us back. In reality, failure is a vital part of the success equation. Without it, we don't have the opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve. The most successful people in the world, from inventors to athletes, have all experienced significant failures. What set them apart was their ability to embrace those failures, learn from them, and continue moving forward. If you want 2025 to be your best year, start by shifting your perception of failure. Instead of fearing it, embrace it. See it as a necessary part of the journey toward achieving your goals. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this setback? And use that lesson to make the next attempt even stronger. Whether it's a failed business venture, a difficult personal relationship, or a missed opportunity, remember, failure is not the end. It's the beginning of something greater. In 2025, give yourself permission to fail, knowing that with each failure, you're one step closer to realizing your fullest potential. Trust that the setbacks you encounter will eventually lead to breakthroughs, and know that the person you become in the process is just as important as the goals you achieve. When you embrace failure as a stepping stone, you unlock the true power of perseverance and resilience. So, step forward, take risks, and let failure be your greatest teacher. The success that follows will be worth every lesson learned. Engage with us. Hey there, amazing soul. If you're feeling inspired by the message of turning failures into stepping stones and making 2025 your best year yet, give this video a like. Sparkling heart, your support means the world to us, and it fuels us to create more content that can help you grow and transform. Seedling, we want to hear from you. What was your biggest takeaway from today's video? What's one failure that actually ended up pushing you closer to your dreams? Drop a comment below, and let's start a conversation. We're all in this journey together. Speech balloon sparkles, and don't stop here. We've got so much more to share. If you love this video, be sure to check out our other motivational and growth-focused videos. Trust us, there's so much more for you to discover. Television Collision, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the powerful insights we have waiting for you. You got this. Let's make 2025 the best year ever. Rocket glowing star, like, comment, and share the love. 2 hearts.